That is a good question. We should go to the cops. Well, I mean, do we know she's... she might just be getting some air. We don't know for sure that she is, like, missing. Like, we don't know where she is. But that doesn't immediately mean something's wrong. I say to myself, even though our mystical pinged really bad, she's gotten some really... she might be in trouble because of her, like, internally. Not because something is getting her, but because she's, like, internally, like, going through turmoil. Like, we picked that up with our mystical, that she's, like, feeling really, really bad, but that doesn't mean that something is after her right now. We still need to find her, though, because we care about her. Let's see, let's check out the diner. Let's check on Oscar and Rosalina. Yeah, I don't think she would go, like, okay, so Stella likes to go off on her own with Gretchen and likes to go ghost hunting and goes in the woods. I don't think she would have gone to anybody. I don't think she would have gone to Oscar's. I don't think she would have gone to the diner. She might have gone to the mines, and I really, really doubt that she went to the church. So we should check out the mines, because I think she would be by herself. But that's the thing. The mines are not isolated, though. Like, the mines are not, like, empty anymore. Because the mines have, like, a whole bunch of people drilling on them and working on them because of what happened with Becca and Alexis. So I actually don't think she's in any of these places. So that's unfortunate. Because, all these places are gonna have people, and Stella is not the type of person to go to crowds when she's, like, feeling like this. So, oh boy. So I guess basically, where do we want to go? Where should we go? My character would not opt to go see the police especially after how unhelpful they have been. But I do want to go check out Oscar and Rosalina and go see how they're doing. We should also check... However, we should also check out the diner, because my character would be hungry at this point and is like, we should go get breakfast. Oh boy. Okay, no. We'll go to Oscar. Well, yeah, and also too, my character is curious too, because if the miners are all hanging out at the diner for the strike. Oh, wait, the strike is going on. The mines might actually be kind of empty. I mean, they're still going to be drilling and looking for the kids, but there's actually not going to be a lot of people at the mines. Okay, let's go check out the mines, because wait, there's a strike going on, so there's actually going to be not a lot of people working out there, and it's close to the woods where Stella would want to be. So this actually still might be a good option. We should go to the mines. I guess there's a decent chance Stella went to find her cousin. I can't say I get it, but it's definitely something she would do. You don't see it? Oh, come on. The two of them have such a dynamic, you know? Classic dog and cat situation. Come on, I'll drive us. Kanika's like, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear about this romance with Tabitha. You follow Kanika to her van. It isn't long before you find yourselves outside the Scarlet Mines. Oh, the picketing is still happening here too. Well, I was wrong. There's gonna be a lot of people everywhere. I was like, because Stella's not gonna be in any of these places because there's people in all of them. Oh boy. A wall of bodies, picket signs, and megaphones in hand form a human barricade around the entrance to the Scarlet Mines. Is this a strike? They're striking? Some miners were talking about it in the diner yesterday, and it looks like they managed to convince almost everyone to join up. The collapse must have been a breaking point for a lot of people. Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to go back underground the day after kids were trapped in a mine collapse, either. I'm never stepping foot in a mine ever again. It's time Tabitha stopped taking her workforce for granted. That's true. I hope it's not weird to talk to them while they're in the middle of all this. Don't worry. I know these guys. Most of them are in the diner at least a couple days a week. They'll be chill. Hey, good thing we got Avery here. Will they be chill talking to Tabitha's cousin, though? Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin. Well, right on cue. You might have had us all fooled the other day, but word gets around fast. Well, alright. Looks like it's time for me to leave. They definitely don't want me around. Have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. I mean, I would still ask. I'd still be point blank. Can we visit the, yeah, we're not gonna visit the dig site. Any word about the kids getting stuck? Should we dig? Yeah. Yeah, wait. Yeah, also, shouldn't you be... Yeah, hang on. Is nobody digging the kids out now? Oh, yeah, counter question. Shouldn't you be digging those kids out of the mine? Smith narrows his eyes at you. Shouldn't you be lounging around in your family's castle, not out here bothering working folks? There's a team digging them out. We're taking shifts. We may be striking, but that just means we're not making the boss any money. Not that we won't do anything we can for kids who need us. I'm just making sure. Just double checking. Just double checking, because I don't know y'all. I don't know what's happening. And I'm just making sure that we're actually, you know, being productive here. Have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. The YouTuber? She's the one on the banned from property posters, right? We haven't seen her, and we've been out here all day, so we'd know she'd come by. We'll make sure to keep an eye out. Can't say we'll be much help, though. We've been standing around here for the foreseeable future. Yep, that's fair. You know, you keep doing you, honey. You keep doing you. You guys can keep on striking. Also, I just realized the cops are here. Is Isaac? I don't see Isaac. Isaac is not currently with them, but I do recognize the other miners. But it looks like the police are here too. Well, hey, why are the cops here? Well, they're just making sure it doesn't get out of hand. And also too, the cops probably are on the side of the strikers actually for the town, because this is a small town, and I'm sure the police are also like, you should strike against the Scarlet family. Also too, because of the supernatural stuff going on, people are more apt to hate the Scarlets, so it makes sense to me that the police are here. Okay, well, what? Ooh. Do we talk to Tabitha? I don't think no. I mean, we can talk to Tabitha later. I don't think Stella would have found Tabitha. Yeah, we should just leave. We need to let them strike. Okay, they haven't seen Stella. Let's just go. If that means we don't have to talk to Tabitha, that's fine by me. I guess, hey, achievement unlocked. Picket line, visit the mines. I guess that's it for the mines. Come on. I'll drive us back to town and we can figure out our next move from there. Because I don't need to talk to Tabitha. Because one, I don't think Stella would have gone to Tabitha. And two, I can talk to Tabitha later. Like, me and Tabitha, I mean, we're chill. We're chill, and I'm going to see her after work, so it's fine. Where to next? Well, this is going to be such a hard one. I mean, we could try to check out the diner because, I mean, Avery, one, because my character is hungry. Two, because Avery has mentioned that the diner is where a whole bunch of gossip happens. So if anybody has seen Stella, Winnie might have seen Stella, or somebody might have, like, overseen her leaving or something. So, let's check out the diner. Good idea. Folks tend to conjugate there. Maybe we'll run into someone who's seen Stella. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Here's hoping Winnie doesn't try to rope me into clocking in early. That too. Sorry, Avery, I didn't think about that part. The diner is busier than you've ever seen it. The small booths packed with miners. So, I guess this is where the miners are setting up shop. When you asked for the morning off, I didn't think you'd be showing up with friends. Hi, Winnie. Sorry, Aunt Winnie. Stella's gone missing and I've been helping these two track her down. You haven't seen her, have you? Don't apologize. I can't say I have. I've been a little preoccupied. This is great for business. These fellas can have as much free coffee as they can drink if they keep piling in like this. Do you need any help? Oh, no. Sal and I can handle this. One of your friends going missing is more important than a busy shift. I love Winnie. Winnie's so sweet. We've only had, like, 2 interactions with Winnie, but she's sweet. The miners didn't even notice you enter the diner. and instead of speaking in hushed voices, argue with each other loudly enough for you easily overhear. Is Isaac? Wait, is Isaac here? Is Isaac here? Is this Isaac? No. Yeah, no, that's not Isaac. Okay, Isaac is not here. Okay, I'm just seeing. I'm just keeping an eye out because maybe Isaac has more weird information about Wayne. I guess the shift schedule's up pretty brutal. I'd like more vacation days. I'd love to be able to see my family around the holidays, and better health benefits would be amazing. But what if she decides to fire all of us? Should we be worried about who being here? Nah, I wouldn't bother. I got a call from Smith. Apparently they've been poking around the mines earlier today, but it sounds like they're genuinely got our back. Aw, hey, because it's true, I do. I mean, it's true. I'm not trying to cause a fuss. I'm not telling them to, like, not strike, because I'm like, strike. It sounded like Pearl Ann was an asshole. Pearl Ann was terrible. My aunt was a horrible person. Like, go ahead and strike. It's just unfortunate that they're also pinning it on Tabitha, because, like, Tabitha didn't have full control of the mines. Yes, Tabitha is a boss, but, like, she's working under her mother. And she only just barely got full reins of the whole mines literally this week because her mother passed away. So, like, you know, it's just an unfortunate situation. I don't know. What if it's a trick? What if Miss Scarlet hears about us talking and fires me? You're only a year or so into the work, and trust me, the longer it goes, the more it sucks the life out of you. At first, you're just unhappy, but you figure you can weather it till you find something better. A paycheck's a paycheck. Next thing you know, you've lost years of your life to a company that doesn't give a solitary shit about you, that uses up every free second you can, suck out of its workers and pay us just enough to survive, but not so much that we can never, ever save enough to get the hell out. But what if we get fired for this? I really need the paycheck. I can't get fired. And the company housing, that makes a big difference for me. Alright, the company housing. How generous of Tabitha to put you up in a company-owned shack that ain't had maintenance done in decades. Taking a big chunk right out of your paycheck that sure as shit ain't going towards property tax to upkeep alone. The company's housing that means almost nobody in this whole damn town owns the place they live. As somebody that has learned about company towns a lot in class lately, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up. It is a little fucked up. Like I said, Pearl Ann, my aunt, probably not the best person in the world. But we can deal with that afterwards now. I mean, Pearl Ann is dead. She's dead. She doesn't have a say anymore. So I mean, we can fix this now. And the miners are striking. You know, we can all fix the situation eventually. We have numbers on our side, Harrison. After what happened up there and the other nights, damn near everyone is joining the picket line. She can't afford to lose us all. We have the power here. So long as we're united. He's right. I like that Zax is just like, no, Daz is cool. Listen, I know Daz is a Scarlet, but they're cool. And I'm like, I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, I am on your side. I am pro you striking. I know Tabitha's a little like, you know, she doesn't really understand what's going on. But like, I come from the city. I come from Spookyville. I understand how this works. Let's see. Have any of you seen Stella? Yeah, we'll just get straight to the business. Just get straight. Oh, we could weigh in on Harris. Listen, we're not here. We're not a socializer. We're not gonna just eavesdrop and then butt into a conversation. We just want to find Stella. Hey, have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. The miners turn towards the doorway, all eyes staring at you like deer in headlights. The YouTuber? No, we ain't seen her. As you can see, we've got a lot going on today. We'd appreciate it if you didn't butt in. I'm not trying to butt in. I'm asking about Stella. Oh my god. Harrison's voice drops to a barely audible mumble. I hope she's okay. See, because I'm just asking about somebody unrelated to your problems. Alright, I guess we should leave. Ugh, I guess we should get going. Achievement unlocked! What's the buzz? Visit the diner. You turn and leave the diner. Avery and Kanika trailing close behind you. Still no sign of Stella. Yeah, that's pretty bad. You don't think she- oh boy. Oh boy. As much as I don't want to go see- what's his name? I don't even remember his name. Who was it? Who was it? Pigeon called him Mr. Pickles. I don't remember who but the priest, the pastor that gave me really bad vibes. We could go, I don't think Stella's religious, and but like Stella like made a connection yesterday because we were talking about the priest, and Stella went, "Oh, now that I think about it, he must be really lonely." So she might have gone there just because Stella is an extremely empathetic person, and it's iconically nobody goes to the church really in town. There's not a lot of people in this town that seems to go to the church and goes to meet the pastor. So it's possible, it's a stretch. It's a stretch, but it's possible that Stella might have gone to the church. So we could see. I think it's more likely that she would have gone to the church than she would have gone to Oscar and Rosalina, because I don't think she wanted to socialize with anybody. So we will see. We should check out the church, dare I say it. The church? Why? I see what you're thinking. Stella was confronted with evidence of the afterlife, and so she might try getting into all that religious stuff. It's worth checking out. I think we're barking up the wrong tree, but I guess you're right. There's no point in not being thorough. I wouldn't mind stocking up on some holy water while we're there, too. Seems like a good idea to cover all our bases at this point. Amen, Avery. Can I get an amen? Let's get some holy water. I agree with that. I don't think Baptists do the whole holy water thing, but I'm pretty sure Pastor Daniel would pretend to bless some water if it meant keeping us around a little longer. And Daniel, that's his name. That's good enough for me. Let's not linger, though. I don't want him thinking we're possible converts. And it is on, like, the very far side of town, apparently. We've never been on this side of the town. Interesting. Kanika leads the way, taking you up the gradual slope towards the church. You know, I've lived here for a few years now, and I've never actually been to the church. That's what I'm saying. Nobody goes here. So I was like, it's possible. It's unlikely, but it's more likely than any of the other options. That's probably for a good reason. Where is that weirdo? Yep. Even the music kicking in is bad. I really did not want to have to interact with you, but this is for Stella. My mystical went off so bad when I interacted with you, and I don't trust you, but I have to talk to you for like 2 seconds. My. 4 visitors at once on a Thursday. This is unprecedented. Uh-oh. See? That's what I was saying. 4 visitors? Like I said, it's unlikely that Stella would have come here, but it's more likely than anywhere else because nobody comes to the church, and Stella doesn't want to be around anybody, so she would go somewhere that a lot of people wouldn't think that she would go. But there are only 3 of us? Oh no, were we followed by a ditchling? Were we followed by Wayne? Oh, it's Zane! Oh, that's so sweet, actually. I love that Zane is here. That's adorable. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, is Zane? No, that wouldn't make sense. I was about to go, wait, is Zane, like, is that his son? But no, Zane is actually just like, I mean, because Zane was possessed too. Zane was possessed. His friends are trapped in a coal mine. Like, he's had some shit going on, and he's just a teenager. So, like, you know, he needs some help. Sup, old people? Oh, it's just Zane. What are you doing here? All the glimpses of death I've had in the past 2 days have forced me into the midst of an existential crisis, my dudes. I wanted to see if Faith held any answers for me. I love Zane. Zane's such a sweetie pie. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna turn this down just a teensy bit. Alas, I have not yet found the solace I seek. Poor Zane, he's so chill with it. Like, he's like trying to be like calm and collected, and he's like, I'm having a mental breakdown, and it hasn't been resolved yet, but I'm gonna keep trying. Poor Zane. Somebody give this poor kid a hug, please. Give it time, Zane. It sometimes takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart. But when he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over those pamphlets I gave you. And, of course, I'm always here if you need to talk. Sure thing, Pastor D. Peace, y'all. Bye, Zane. Ugh. Anyway, we're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night, and no one has seen her since. We're starting to get pretty worried. We hoped maybe you or Janie had seen her. Wait, is this Janie's husband? Do I remember? Oh, I didn't make that connection. Oh, Janie said something about her oh, is this the husband that you travel with a lot? Okay, well, I like Janie. I don't like you. Janie's, you're almost now likable just because you're married to Janie, but I'm watching you. I can't speak for Janie, but I'm afraid I've never seen hide nor hair of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, she's just over the alpacas. There's Janie. She's over here, down here by the alpacas. What a cutie pie. So she's okay. That makes you more okay, Pastor Daniel. I'm more okay with you because Janie is your wife. And Janie's a sweetie pie, and I trust her. I just don't trust you. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What? No. No. Though, Daz, I was hoping we might be able to talk in private. No. Oh boy. Thank you, Kanika. Thank you, Kanika, for sticking up for me. What do you have to say to them that you can't say in front of us? Please, if you wouldn't mind, this is a personal matter. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, I don't like that you want to talk to me. I don't like that you want to talk to me specifically. It's alright. We can get the juicy details later. I'd rather folks not pry on this. You know how rumors get started. Oh boy, but our character's bold though. Like, I don't like it, but our character is literally, listen, if our character wasn't scared going in to try to go exorcise a ghost that then possessed everybody, I'm not scared talking to just some guy. I mean, my mystical pinged really bad on you, and so I'm almost certain that this is a mystical matter that you want to discuss with me, which is fine. Oh, God. Yeah, I'll do it. No, I'll adhere to your request. I'm not happy about it, but I will adhere to your request. It's okay. I'm happy to talk to him. If you're sure. I guess we'll leave you to it while we check in with Janie. We'll be right over there by the fence that's conveniently in your line of sight, okay? Yeah. He's like, if he tries anything, we will see it. See ya in a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna conveniently hit the save button right here. Yeah, what's up, Pastor Daniel? What do you want to talk to me about? It's probably... You know, I'm over here, like, speculating and getting all antsy, and I'm like, it's probably some mystical shit. He probably wants to talk to me about, like, curses or something. But I mean, to be fair, my aunt did just die. I mean, he probably wants to talk. I mean, he already did kind of talk to me about my aunt, but he's probably, and I was like a little snippy about it, but he's probably just like, hey, if you need anything about your aunt, like, you know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Your friends head off towards Janie and the alpacas, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor. I'm so glad you decided to come up and visit me. So many young people these days seem to think they can solve all their problems on their own. Meanwhile, God is right there ready to help them. If only they'd let him into their hearts. The pastor's eyes dart back towards the alpacas. Okay, good. They're gone. Oh, yep, here comes the real shit. Yep, okay. He clocked me. he might have clocked that I felt a little uneasy with him. And now, if he has also clocked that I am a mystic, we might have problems. Oh, good. Oh, wait. Oh wait, but like I said, but he is married to Janie, and Janie is a cutie pie. Is like Pastor Daniel actually like sweet, and he's just like cursed or something? Oh goodness. You're new in town. What kind of impression did I make on you? Am I creepy? Yes. Oh, we have both mystical and street smart that pinged. Well, I definitely, yeah. I mean, our character is really honest. Our character is extremely, like, too blunt. Our character's too blunt. And I would tell him that my mystical pinged whenever I talk to him. Like, which, I mean, I guess is, like, not necessarily unusual because he is a pastor, but it was unusual because I got a bad vibe from him. So I would tell him that. I have no reason not to. Whenever I see you, it's like this ominous little piano starts playing. You're talking about a metaphorical piano, right? Because I can't say I've ever heard one following me around. It wasn't always like this, you know? Believe it or not, before I moved to Scarlet Hollow, I used to be pretty popular. I was one of the cool kids over at Harvard Divinity School. Oh? He's interrupted by the sound of a snapping twig and a high-pitched giggle, partly muffled by the underbrush on the edge of at the property. Tulip, come out of there. You know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Tulip glances back into the woods, quiet as she hesitates. Tulip, are you going to be good, or are we going to skip story time tonight?
I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I will go into the woods, I promise.
You know, I know you won't, Tulip, because you know it's too dangerous for little girls in there. Why don't you go help Mama with the alpacas? It's just about time they got fed. You can give them hay. Tulip is such a cutie pie name. Tulip is like, when you see Janie and you meet Janie, it just makes sense that her daughter's name would be Tulip. They're just cute. Tulip smiles broadly, seemingly excited by the prospect, and hurries off. Sorry, I had a firm parenting moment just then. She's been trying to run off into the woods a lot lately, and it's really dangerous, even for adults. There's this massive trash dump not too far past the trees, but it must be at least 50 years old, and it's all grown over and looks like it's part of the landscape. But if you accidentally walk on it, you might find yourself falling into a hip-deep mound of rusty cans and broken glass. Tulip made up some imaginary friends and keeps telling us they want her to go out there, like a word of some fictional creature she made up is going to convince us it's a good idea for her to play in somebody's old garbage. Is it an imaginary friend? I must ask, is it, do we truly believe this is an imaginary friend, or is like Tulip 1 either seeing ditchlings, or Tulip 2 if something is like, is like in like this kind of like in like these kind of settings and this kind of genre, typically like a big stereotype trope that is played into is that animals and children are highly susceptible to supernatural events and occurrences. So there might actually be something going on with the garbage, with the pit that's happening over there. We'll see. But she's 7, of course. She would get some funny little idea like that. I'd love to get the community to rally around a big cleanup. It's about time somebody got rid of all that junk. Oh, it's Tetanus Lake. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, Stella did tell us about this. Oh, I did forget about that. Oh yeah, we never looked into that, did we? I totally forgot that existed. Oh, Tetanus Lake. Stella told me about it. Tetanus Lake. That's an accurate name. I wonder if Tulip would stay away if I started calling it that, or if it would only make it sound more alluring. Yeah, how big a trash dump are we talking? Would a weekend of hard work clear it out? Maybe if you had construction equipment and a team of professionals. It's a big area, and I have no idea how deep it goes. In the meantime, I'm just making sure Tulip knows not to go near it. Alright, well then. What's that you were saying about imaginary friends? Yeah, that's a little strange. Well, I mean, it's not strange that kids have... I mean, that's the thing. It's not strange that kids have imaginary friends. But my character would always clock, especially to you, when there's, like, so much supernatural stuff going on in this area, my character would be like, I should maybe, like, talk about that. And maybe, like, look into that. Some of our friends used to play out there all the time. Oh, like, yeah, no, I would... I'm gonna ask this. What's that you were saying about imaginary friends? Oh, she's just been talking about these friends of hers lately. Little stories about creatures that live in the church. I'm sure she saw some animal in there and decided it was her friend. It's nothing to be overly concerned about, except the trash heap situation. Gotcha! I gotcha! Street smarts. This man is lying to you. In fact, he's been lying since the moment he mentioned these imaginary friends. I fucking knew it! Oh my god. Whatever his daughter has been talking to is real, and he knows it. Not cool with it. No, my character is bold and direct and way too blunt for their own good. We are not about to let this go. Sounds like to me like you know exactly what she's been talking to. Daniel's eyes go wide, just for a second. Don't. He does. He obviously does. He hunches his shoulders, his voice suddenly quiet. There are rats in the church. There, I said it. It's embarrassing, but she saw one at some point and she can hear them scurrying around in the walls, and she decided they're her little friends. Please, keep this between us. Don't tell Janie. I don't want her knowing the church is in such rough shape. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Kanika and Avery walking back to the two of you. They must have finished talking to Janie. Okay, yep. Not a fan. Just because Janie and Tulip are cute, sweet little beans, I'm watching you. I don't like you. I was right not to like you, and you're a liar, and you keep lying, and I'm not cool with it. And you want me to like you, and the fact that you want me to like you, while you are also boldly lying to me, not a fan. Not cool with it. Janie says she hasn't seen Stella either, so we better get going. Thanks for suggesting we head up here, Daz. We got to feed the alpacas. They were so cute and soft. It was awesome. And Janie says she'll come by the diner with cookies for the miners. And a few extra for me, of course. I hope your talk with the pastor went well. Yes, we had such a great conversation. I appreciate you all stopping by, even if it wasn't under the best circumstances. I'll let y'all be on your way. And I hope Stella turns up soon. I'll put in some good prayers with the big man for her. All right, thanks. See ya. Ah! Oh, I hate it. Also, what the fuck is going on with Tetanus Lake? Wait a minute. So something is now also going on with the gigantic trash pile that's in town. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. I'm slightly concerned about that. I'm also really concerned about this whole Pastor Daniel situation because I don't know what's going on with him, but I don't like it. Kanika and Avery start back down the path towards the town, and you follow. Hey, achievement unlocked! The smallest church in Scarlet Hollow. Visit the church in episode 4. So, what was that about? He seemed pretty insistent on talking to you alone. Yeah, he didn't say anything weird, did he? Oh, he said plenty weird. Nosy, aren't you? Let a man have his privacy. No, they are totally fine to be nosy. I mean, because, like, our character is also nosy, so, like, you know, that's a double standard. He wanted to know why everyone thinks he's a creepy guy. I mean, that's true. I would want to tell them. Yeah, no, I would want to tell them about this, because if I'm clocking that he's lying, and then it's like, the person that Tulip is talking to is a real person, and is not an imaginary friend, it's kind of fucked up. We kind of need to look into that. Tulip's apparently made some weird imaginary friends. We might want to check it out later this week. Kids make up imaginary friends all the time. Pastor Daniel says there's a rat infestation in the church and that the rats are her friends. I don't know. It seemed weird. I should have known we'd have to deal with a spooky kid at some point. That's true. Possessions, creepy children that talk to things that are not there but are there. Yeah, we gotta check all the boxes off. Okay, as much as I'd hate going back there, I guess that's a loose lead. If we don't have anything else to investigate once we found Stella, and... Kanika pauses. Once we've checked out the clinic, then maybe we can look around the church. Sounds like a plan. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where to next? And that's also true, because we also still gotta check out the clinic. The clinic is on the list. Because also we gotta go find Reese. We gotta go hang out with Reese a little bit. But yeah, we also gotta check out the clinic, because I'm still very sure that Dr. Kelly is, like, poisoning her son or something. Or that Dr. Kelly is like, my son is only half human. Or there's something going on there. There's definitely something happening there. Let's go. Well, we should just check in with Oscar and Rose. I don't think Stella is here, but we should check in on Oscar and Rosalina anyway, because they were also possessed, and we should just make sure that they're okay. Possessions are happening. We're gonna hit a quick save, and we just want to make sure that everyone is, everybody's good. Let's check in with Oscar and Rosalina. They're at the Maxwell place, right? Yes, the place your oh-so-generous cousin decided was suitable for habitation. Hey, it's better than nothing, I guess. It's a roof over their heads for the time being, or what's left of a roof. After everything they've been through, I can't believe she'd make them stay in a place like that. Oh, also, we're gonna get to see the place that Tabitha said that was worthy of habitation. We're gonna see if it's, like, actually, like, bad. Because we did call Tabitha out and was like, Tabitha, there's, like, a full, like, empty house that Oscar and Rosalina can stay in. And Tabitha purposely did not offer up that house and offered up this other house. So I want to see where they're actually living. You don't get far before the sound of growling and a desperate hisses grab your attention. Oh! Hello! Okay. Hi, random ditchling that's in the woods. Oh, so it's Pixel! Pixel is the library cat. Oh, we need to, yeah, we need to help Pixel out. You turn to see a ditchling approach a cornered Pixel in the alley. He must have slipped out of the library with everyone else last night. Oh! The ditchling, distracted from its hunt by your arrival, cranes its neck to face you, its eyes setting on you with alien indifference. Wait, do ditchlings eat? I thought they- wait, do they eat? Hey, quit it! The words feel meek as they leave your mouth, and the ditchling, unaffected, turns back to its cornered prey. Is there a pipe or something laying around? Maybe we can scare it off. There's no time! I'm grabbing Pixel! Oh, puppies to the rescue! Before you can react, a small pack of dogs rounds the corner. Oh, shit! Oh, wow! The dogs are like, no, fuck this guy up. God damn. Before you can react, a small pack of dogs rounds the corner. They pounce on the creature, pulling it from the wall, and then taking turns biting and tearing it until it's ripped to shreds. Oh shit! The animals really do not like these things. Aw, you're such a good boy. Look, you're just such good boys and girls. You're so sweet. I love this big old giant sheepdog just chilling here. Also the little chihuahua. That's amazing. Their task complete, they saunter towards you. Ah, if only I could talk to animals, but I can't! I can't talk to animals! Oh, what the? It's Daisy. And Scraps, too. The dogs that ran against Mayor Jimmy in the last election. And every other dog in town, all together in some kind of ditchling hunting dog gang. Pixel timidly steps towards you. On two paws. Apparently, on hind legs. Pixel, get out of the library. Oh, you poor cat. Come here. Hi, Pixel. Pixel's like, hi. Like, I knew I was safe the whole time. I've got a pack of dog gang in my pocket that I can just pull out to help me whenever I want. Pixel cautiously walks towards your group before clambering into your arms. He has a comfortable heft to him. I guess he likes you more than me. Thanks for keeping him safe, dogs. The pack of dogs scampers off, their work done. Amazing. What the hell is going on in this town? Dog politics. I love it. Aw, Pixel in tow. You and your companions continue on to the old Maxwell place. Oh, amazing. I think Pixel low-key knows we're going towards Oscar and Rosalina, because I think that's technically... I mean, Pixel is Oscar and Rosalina's cat, so... The old Maxwell place. It was clearly once a mid-century modern home, and undoubtedly quite stylish for the time. But it's been abandoned for unknown decades, and moss and vines choke its exterior, barely concealing cracked walls and dust-clouded glass. Yeah, this doesn't seem like the best place to live. This seems like this house is gonna have a lot of mold. Before you can approach, the door opens, and Oscar's head pokes out from the entryway. Hello? Oh! Sorry if I startled y'all. The walls have been worn down enough I could hear you coming from a block away. Good morning, Oscar. I just thought we'd stop by to check in. Thank goodness you found Pixel. Rosalina's been beside herself. Aw, yeah, we have Pixel. Pixel's safe. Oscar's voice is tired. He's had a long night, and it shows. His graying face seemingly having aged in the hours since you last saw him. Please, come on in. Hey, achievement unlocked! At least it's probably not haunted. Visit the old Maxwell place. Oh, Pixel, he's okay. Oh, yeah, Pixel is correction. Pixel is Rosalina's cat, not Oscar's cat. Rosalina's cat. Rosalina rushes forward, taking Pixel from your arms and hugging him close to her chest. Aw. How are y'all holding up? I'm doing alright. Rosalina is...
I'm fine. Things could be worse.
Yeah, I know a lie when I see one. She's all but glaring at you as she talks. She isn't fine. She's angry. It really isn't as run down as it looks. It's got all kinds of weird little features like an intercom and a jacuzzi. Of course, none of them are really usable with the state of the place. We've turned on the water and the pipes still work at the very least. Though I won't be drinking out of them until I've tested what comes out. Yeah, I'm not a fan that you're staying in this place. This is not inhabitable. This is not an inhabitable house. Yeah, I want to address this first, because they're different. We're not just blindly looking for Stella. We're friends. We're friends with Oscar and Rosalina, or at least we're trying to be. Let's see. Because my cousin said the miners have at least. Can I acknowledge? I can't acknowledge the house yet. I mean, I can down below, but it's not one of the explore options. So this is gonna like progress the conversation. So let's do the explore first. We'll say, let's see, the miners have said that they've heard at least one voice to- Oh, that's true. Okay. I would tell them that. Oh, my cousin said that the miners said. Why would I say that my cousin said? Because Tabitha didn't say shit. I'm not gonna try to make Tabitha look benevolent and look like a hero if she doesn't actually do anything. So, no. I love Tabitha, but she's like, gotta like fight her own battles. The miners said, the miner said the miners. Yeah. The miner said the miners have heard at least one voice down there. I know it's scary right now, but Alexis and Becca might still be okay. Really? They said that? Do you hear that, Rosa? Maybe everything will work out after all.
I'll believe it when I see it. And it doesn't change things in any ways. You still left them behind. If they're okay, it's just because of dumb luck.
No, she's probably upset because, like, I mean, she's having to mourn for them multiple times because it's like, first you thought that, like, she was in the mines with them, immediately had to leave them behind, had to go through survivor's guilt, was possessed at one point, and then has to deal with them, like, trying to be dug out of the mines, and is like, are they alive? Are they dead? Are they alive? Are they dead? And, like, that back and forth, like, that's a lot for someone to take in, especially a teenager. A jacuzzi? I know, right? Gonna rescue you for some of your that sounds like we should not offer that. Listen, we're a daredevil at the best of times, but as a mystic, we know when, you know, something is too bad to try. You know, we're not gonna blindly go into the library after what happened. Oh, this is a good question, though. What's gonna happen to your career now that the library is closed? Rosalina, just pissed. Rosalina will remember that. Rosalina's eyes burn a hole into your head. That's a good question. I was up all night wondering the same thing. Sorry, Oscar, not to give you, you know, more anxiety, but, if things stay the way they are right now, it's essentially like the library burned down. The books are inaccessible, the building is unsalvageable. I don't even know what I would put on the insurance forms, or how I would explain this to the library board. So, for the time being, I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to do everything in my power to get it back before anyone has to know it was ever closed. Aw, I'm sorry, Oscar. I do worry about you. Time to jump back into it, and hopefully no more spooky stream crashes. I don't know what happened there, but I think we're good. I think we're back to good. I'm starting to freak out a little. I care about her, and she's just gone. It's okay, Daz. We're gonna find her. That's not good. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. I feel terrible. This is my fault, isn't it? I should have done a better job warning her, or Stella was practically banging down your door trying to get evidence of ghosts. I don't think you were gonna be able to stop her. That's true.
There was no way you could have known how she would react when she found it. I don't even think she knew how she'd react. And besides, you didn't know how bad it was gonna get. You can't blame yourself for everything, man. I know you probably feel like it's your responsibility to make sure everyone around you is okay, but sometimes it's just not gonna be possible. You're only one guy. You're right. You're right. Now I'm really starting to worry. It sounds like no one in town has seen her. Which is, like I said, was probably the plan. She probably did not want to be found or let anybody know it. She probably just wanted to be alone. Which is not good. That doesn't mean something bad happened. But it doesn't exactly sound like it's all sunshine and roses for her either. Sorry that I can't be more helpful. Well, thank you, Oscar. We appreciate you. But also, I want to talk about this house situation. I'm not cool that you're staying in this house. Oh, goodness. Sorry about this house, but I wasn't going to trust... sorry about the house. But I just didn't think it was a fair trade. This house is actually pretty sweet. I don't think the house is sweet. Yeah, I'd like to apologize. Well, I'm not going to apologize for my cousin. No, that's Tabitha. That's, yeah, what she did. Not cool. What's the plan, Oscar? That's going to be something we can do to make this right. It's so cool of my cousin to let you stay in this rad place for free. Not like you're gonna get mold or have bad, you know, air quality, get sick. You know, I don't know if the water is even drinkable. Oh, god damn it. I'll at least apologize in this way. This wasn't quite the way I wanted to apologize, but it's close. It's close. Sorry about the house. But I wasn't about to trust a ghost's bargain. As well, you shouldn't. There was no guarantee it was actually going to leave. It was asking for too much. I don't know if I could have lived with myself, knowing you'd given up so much just so we could stay in that house. Yeah, sure. You couldn't trust the ghost. If that's what you have to tell yourself so you don't have to face the fact that you ran away last night, then fine. But you're kind of a coward. You were a coward down in the mines, and you were a coward in the basement. Rosalina. Oh! How would my character listen, okay. I think normally, okay, like, listen, normally this would be, like, the option that I think our dads would take. Like, normally we'd be like, okay, well, hey, and because we're very, like, we pop off at people and we, like, say shit. But I think we would interact with Rosalina differently because we know that she's not an adult. I don't think our dads, we're not about to, like, pick a fight with, like, a 13-year-old. Like, you know, like, I think we would recognize, because we're street smart also, and we understand how people work, and so we're like, we would know that she's stressed out and upset and dealing with stuff, and so if she wants to just vent and take it out on me, you know, our Daz is capable of, you know, we can be a punching bag, that's fine. You can say shit that's on your mind, we can take it. You know, we're okay. We'll be fine. I don't even have clean clothes to change into because all of my clothes are stuck inside a ghost maze. Rosalina, I know you're upset, but taking it out on a near stranger is no way to deal with your emotions. And as far as I'm concerned, Daz is the only reason you aren't still down in those mines, so I'm personally quite grateful for what they've done for our family. Aw, that's sweet. That's sweet, Oscar. Besides, it's not like we'll have to stay here for long. One way or another, we'll get our house back. There's no need for anyone to take on any permanent life-changing burdens on our behalf. I don't care what it takes. I'm not letting that creature get the last laugh. Aw, let's go, Oscar! Character development, Oscar being, like, anxious and nervous, and he's just like, nope, no, it will happen. We will find a solution. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, but street smarts. But we'd also know, you know, but we still appreciate. We still appreciate that even though, you know, he's like freaking out, he's at least trying. He's trying to be brave, and I appreciate that. It's all bravado at this point. Not even Oscar believes what he just said. And we clock that, because we know how Oscar truly feels, but that's sweet that he's trying to save face for social reasons. I'm like, that's sweet. Sure, that went so great the first time. I've had it with the big talk. I'm gonna go to my room. Let me know if you actually managed to accomplish anything, or if we'll have to move to some tent in the woods next. Aw, poor Rosalina. Rosalina storms off. As she leaves, Oscar's shoulders seem to unclench, a tension leaving him as he sighs dejectedly. Let's go outside and give her some space. Oh, because Oscar doesn't know how to deal, he doesn't know how to deal with the situation, so he doesn't know, how to deal with, Rosalina's situation, because he doesn't know how to deal with it himself, so that's, yeah. That makes parenting hard. I have to make things right. I'm not letting external forces shape my life anymore. It's time to face this thing head on. No more running away and pretending nothing is wrong. For Rosalina. I've been thinking. As far as I'm aware, there was nothing paranormal going on in Scarlet Hollow before very recently. Now, here we are, suddenly surrounded by weird little goblin creatures in the woods, while entire buildings are taken over by supernatural creatures. You think there was an inciting event, right? I do. That's my thought, too. It was never like this in the Holler before. Something must have happened that kicked off all this magic stuff. Avery stares at you. It's me. I'm the bad omen. I know. You want an autograph? I mean, it's obvious, right? Things only started happening once Daz got here. Ganika shoots Avery a glare. No, we are not throwing Daz under the bus. What? There's nothing wrong with being a magical catalyst. Sure, there's probably nothing wrong with someone being a magical catalyst, but there's definitely something wrong with saying someone's a magical catalyst. If people get the wrong idea, we're only a couple steps away from the whole town deciding to shaw them. Nobody's going to drag Daz into a witch hunt on my watch. I'd like to think we're outgrown the days of running people out of town on rails. You think? I'd rather play it safe. Don't worry, it's not like I'm going to run around town telling everyone that Daz magicked a bunch of terrible disasters into existence. Thank you, Avery, I appreciate that. But if there's a catalyst for all this, why wouldn't it be a lost Scarlet finally coming home to Scarlet Hollow? If I may, Daz getting into town isn't the only major event that's happened lately. Perlan died over a week ago, and those creatures in the woods were already reproducing by the time they arrived. Not to mention, I started seeing things in our house before Perlan passed, I think. I never thought to make a note of exactly when the spirit made itself known. Whatever the cause that is, there must be some way to put this genie back in the bottle. I'm going to do my best to find out if there have been any similar events and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hollow that might explain what's going on. The town's archives are, unfortunately, in the library. Rosalina has been pestering me to make some sort of digital backup for months, but I never got around to it. So, online sources it is. We'll fill you in on what little we know, so you at least have some place to start. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll tell them all we know. I mean, we don't know too much, but... Oh, we should say, make sure Pixel stays inside. I mean, he might, yeah. The ditchlings were trying to come after them. I think there's something in the clinic. We do also think that. I wonder if this could be the work of some cult. We're just gonna bring up the cult situation again. I think we're past that now. I think it's a lot deeper now. We've been finding these weird stone seals. There was one in the mines and another in your basement. There might be more. These are those carvings you mentioned last night, right? To think there was something like that under my house all this time, and to think someone must have put it there. But who?
This gives me quite a few leads to follow. Thank you, Daz. Daz, did you say you felt something similar to the mind seal outside the clinic yesterday? I hope that doesn't mean something weird is about to happen there, too. Uh-oh. Losing the library is already a blow, but losing the only doctor's office in town seems like that would be bad.
A little bit.
Here's hoping we sort things out before that becomes an issue.
Also this.
Make sure Pixel stays inside, or he might get grabbed by ditchlings. The ditchlings are those things from the woods, right? With those faces. Yeah, the anguished doughboys. I kinda like them. It's like a hidden object game out there today with all the weird little faces peering out of the bushes. Like them? Are we talking about the same creatures that have been laying eggs in the local wildlife? I don't want to get too friendly with them or anything. I just think they're kind of interesting. To each their own. I think some dogs kept him safe. Like a gang of dogs. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we saw it with our own eyes. A gang of dogs? I suppose stranger things have happened. This week, in fact. But we'll make sure he stays safe.
Hey, yeah. But yeah, no, I do think there was something in the clinic.
I think there was something in the clinic. There was this door yesterday, and I could feel something pulling me towards it. Right, I almost forgotten after everything that happened yesterday. You said there was something there that reminded you of the mines, right? I see. I'll dig up what I can on the clinic. There's a lot of history there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something haunting that place as well. You have a friend that lives there, right? Should we tell him that something bad might happen to his house? He might want to stay someplace safe for now, if the last few nights are any indication. Yeah, I can shoot Reese a warning text, but I don't know if his mom will let him leave. She's got an iron grip on the poor dude, and she's probably even more of a skeptic than I am, or was.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we're gonna find a way to get Reese out of there. Ooh, mystical. Okay, one way or another, I'm gonna find myself. Ooh, we're gonna get there no matter what. I mean, true. I mean, we are gonna get there no matter what, but I do want Reese to be safe. Yeah, we do need to get Reese out of there before something bad happens. Oh! Hey, I mean, it's not our street smarts, but this could be interesting. I mean, we could say this.
Reese mentioned a movie night, right? It's the perfect cover for an investigation. Who knows if that would fly with Dr. Kelly, though. After last night, I'm pretty sure she's not gonna let us anywhere near her house. She's the only doctor in town. She can't just ban people from the clinic, right? I don't think so, but hopefully nobody gets sick or hurt enough to justify a visit over the next couple of days. If we're going to investigate the clinic, I think we're gonna have to break in. Whoa, is unexpected coming from you. It's what Stella would do, and she's been there for 3... What? Oh, she's been 3 for 3 this week when it comes to finding spooky stuff. She's also been 3 for 3 when it comes to finding her way into mortal peril.
That's true.
This is why we have to find her as soon as possible. It shouldn't fall on me to suggest we do something dangerous. I'm terrible at selling it. It's not that I don't think we should figure out what's going on in there. We just need to be cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it is to help a friend. I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two to do some research before you do anything rash, okay?
We do need help. I will recognize that we need help. I think we should listen to Oscar and give it a couple of days before we go investigate the clinic. But I don't think it's a cult, so we're not gonna say that. What do we do next? Yeah, we are missing a very vital member of our team right now. That is extremely true. Yeah. Whatever we're doing next, I feel like we're missing a vital team member. We need to find Stella, and fast. I agree. We need her brazen energy if we're gonna do any serious sleuthing. See you around, Oscar. Let us know what you find. I will. We're going to the library back. We're going to get the I cannot read today. I will. We're going to get the library back, and we're going to figure out how to fix whatever's wrong with this town. Hell yeah. Uh-oh. So, that's Oscar. Any other ideas?
I really don't think, I mean, she is, I mean, okay, once again, just because she's missing to us doesn't necessarily mean that she's, like, missing in general, but, like, Stella's instinct would be to go to the cops. Would Daz say to go to the cops? The cops have been so unhelpful. I don't think we would do it. I just don't think we would. I just don't know. Oh boy. Because this is too. She's only been gone for like, she hasn't even been gone for, I mean, it's been a couple of hours. There's been no signs of a break-in. She left on her own accord. And the last time, the cops still never even found Duke's body. They never even bothered to like go in the woods and like try to investigate and find Duke. And they've just been so unhelpful. Like, I don't think going to them is going to help us. Even though I know there is an achievement for going to the cops. But I think for this playthrough, that's just not going to happen. It's just not happening. I'm supposed to get tea with your mom today. Maybe she'll have some ideas. Sure, we can humor her, but she's probably going to give you some rocks or bundle of herbs for protection or something, which might actually work. Who knows? Guess there's only one way to find out. Let's do it. Hey, going to see Sybil. Here we go. Also, give me 1 second, folks. I'm going to just pause, turn off my webcam for just a minute because I'm going to get up and let the boy back in, or close the door, because the door popped open, and I'm going to see if Tristan wants to come back inside. Alrighty. The boy is back in. Back inside we are. Also, I'm so nervous about what Sybil has in store for us. I don't know what Sybil has in store for us, but I don't know about this. Also, oh no. Also, the family drama's already began. Kanika, Sybil, yep. Tension here. The bells of the general store chime welcomingly as the three of you enter. Kanika, there you are. You were supposed to stay in bed today, remember? And hello, you two. Hope you're both recovered from last night's fiasco. Sorry, Mom. It's just Stella's missing and Stella can take care of herself. Unlike you. You need bed rest and lots of fluids. You don't need to go running around town spreading that cold of yours. Go on, get up to bed. I'll be up in a minute with more tea. I thought you had some kind of important things to talk to Daz about. I'm really feeling okay. I want to hear what you wanted to say to them. I'll just be doing a tea reading. Haven't those always bored you to tears? Yeah, Kinika's also being a little not trusting of her mother, which is interesting. Okay, you're right. I'm not feeling well. I should really lie down. Bye, Daz. Aw, but Kanika actually is sick and does need to get rest. Kanika turns and heads towards the stairs without saying another word. Good thing Kanika has her mom looking out for her. She seemed so tired today, and you'll probably be able to find Stella without her. Yep, because as much as we love Kanika, and I appreciate that she also wants to go find Stella, we've picked up that we're like, you are actually like legitimately sick though. Like you are sick and need to not be out here stressing, worrying, walking around, being out and about. Like you do actually need to like drink fluids and rest. Oh no. 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 No! I don't like that my mystical just pinged. Anytime a mystical pings, my anxiety goes up. Wait, that isn't right, is it? Something's going on here, but it's hard to put it into words or pin it down into thoughts. Oh, I don't... I'm watching you, Sybil. I'm watching you. You're already looking at me. You're already watching me, and I don't know what you're doing, but there's something that's wrong. Like, I have picked up that Kanika is sick, but now I'm like... You know, like, it's interesting because this is the first time we've seen, because usually my mystical and street smarts interact together. This is the first time there's been a conflict. Like, logically, I'm like, oh yeah, Kanika is sick. But now my mystical ability is pinging and going, wait, but so there is actually something else that's wrong. There's something is not right here. Oh, I don't like it.
And I'm so sorry to be a bad host, Avery, but I was hoping Daz and I could do our reading in private. I'm sure Winnie needs help at the diner.
Yeah, and I knew Sybil was wanting to get me alone, so, which is unfortunate, because this is not about to be a pleasant interaction.
Oh, you're right. I've totally left her on her own today.
Fine by me. I wouldn't want to mess with your tea vibes. I'm sure those leaves are very particular.
Oh, but before I go, I did want to ask. Are you a witch?
I think yes, Avery. I think yes is the answer to that. Yes! Street Smart Avery does not beat around the bush, which is so great because that's, like I said, I didn't get that vibe from them, but that's exactly how we have played our character. Our character is also very direct. So the fact that Avery is also very direct, you know, this romance could be blossoming. Maybe there's something more here than I thought that, I was like, oh, our dad's, of course, Avery, attractive as heck. I mean, we like Avery, but I was like, oh, we're not compatible. Maybe I'm mistaken. This whole episode, I'm like, I've been mistaken about Avery in like the best way.
As flattered as I am that you think that I'm that magical, I'm just an old lady who likes tea and has a few unusual hobbies.
Look, I'm just saying, doing stuff like reading tea leaves is pretty witchy as far as I'm concerned, but I won't push it. Though, just so you know, if you are a witch, you can totally tell us. We'd be cool about it. I'll leave y'all to your not supernatural private tea leaf reading. We'll catch up tomorrow, Daz. Love it. They make their way out of the general store, disappearing down the street in the direction of the diner.
Shall we?
Sybil motions towards the tea room. Yep, hello, Sybil. It's just gonna be me and you, alone. Totally unsupervised. Nothing, you're not about to, I feel like Sybil is about to try to intimidate the crap out of me, and I'm nervous. Oh, boy.
Please, have a seat. I'll bring you up a fresh cup.
You take a seat at the small table at the edge of the room. It's dark here, only a sliver of sunlight able to filter through the heavy curtains, supplemented by the bright glowing lights over the plant in the corner. Sybil joins you at the table and places a cup in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with an undercurrent of decaying earth. It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday.
I'll be able to do a reading once you're done. Until then, how about we just chat?
Sip your tea. Yeah, I'm like, do I want to talk to you? I don't know, man. I don't know. Achievement unlocked. Tea reading. Drink the tea. It's good for you. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core,
like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines with the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. It's soothing beyond what you would expect out of ordinary tea. There must be something magical at work in this blend. Yep. Oh boy, because I don't like that, because we know that Sybil's a witch. And the fact that Sybil doesn't want to share that she's a witch, but then also knows that we're a witch, I don't like it. This is witch on witch drama here. Oh boy. Oh gosh, the other day you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory Tales of My Mom's Youth. Oh, that's true. We did talk about our mom a little bit. Quit yanking me around. Yeah! Oh, I think our character would say that. Because we have been clocking Sybil the last couple of days, and it's been hitting us wrong, and our character doesn't like to beat around the bush, and now that we're alone, and it's just me and you, oh, we're talking. Like, it's, she doesn't, I don't care if she doesn't like it. You can give me that look all you want, but, listen, you also tried to throw my cousin under the bus. You wanted Tabitha to sell her soul. I kind of clocked that, and I'm not a fan. Quit yanking me around. You have something to tell me? Just come out and say it. I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle, but the tea leaves should help to give me the full picture. Okay, alright. But I just want you to know that I'm on edge. I do want you to know that I am not comfortable with you. The other day you promised to tell me. What was it? Unsavory Tales of My Mom's Youth? I certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Don't get all cross-eyed on me. Don't start being weird. Don't start being weird and getting all cross-eyed on me. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Excuse me? Her family wasn't good to her. Parlan was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. I don't like that you wrote Tabitha in the same boat as Perlan, but also to be fair, I've only known Tabitha for like a few days. Sybil is technically has lived with Tabitha the whole time, but I still have a bond with Tabitha that I have made, and I will still, stick with it. Like I said, Tabitha does have to fight her own battles. Tabitha does have flaws. She has fucked up, but like, I'm trying to get her to save herself there. Try to mend issues that her mother made for her, because Perlan is now gone, and so now Tabitha, for the first time in her life, can be her own person, and she's never gotten to have that before, and I have recognized that. So we're trying to get Tabitha to finally be independent and act on her own accord. But your mother wasn't a shrieking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family, choosing her as their punching bag, made her into quite the rebel. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, we do want to talk about the mother. I feel like you know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Do they even exist? Right? This is a matriarchy through and through. I think this. Why were Perlan and my mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mother? Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young. Too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. She didn't survive the labor. Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense. Well, what do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Edwardine never spoke about them, nor did your mother. Okay, fair enough. I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? I suppose they haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stewart or something just as forgettable. Shout out to all the Stewarts out there. So sorry. Sorry for your loss to be named Stewart. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it. What with skipping town and all. What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she had been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear for what had happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. Maybe my mom knew that I was going to have mystical supernatural abilities and was concerned. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew. But the way Vivian was that night she came to me, it stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. So, how did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? Oh, my family's been in these hills for a long time. That's how I know so much of the local flora. Everything I've learned was handed down from generations of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here. Shout out to Dr. Kelly that we all hate. Especially not one most folks could afford. They have to figure out their own medicine. You close your eyes and take another sip, and then another. It's delightful. The tea is gone before you know it. The small cup, empty save for what's left of rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. Oh, good. Glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. It should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinable blends. Now on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear. This doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit at the bottom of the cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here. A cat. An enemy lurking in plain sight. Yeah, I'm looking right at you, Sybil. No kidding! Yep. Oh! I am a mystic. That's true. That doesn't mean that I'm not. That doesn't mean that I can't read tea leaves, because my character has probably read tea leaves before, actually. I'd like to see. I'm sure it wouldn't make much sense to most people. It'll probably just look like a confusing mess of old leaves, but you're free to take a look. You take the cup, staring down into it. It's just leaves. There's no patterns, nothing swimming together in the dregs of your tea to give you any warning or premonitions. Alright, or maybe we don't read tea leaves. I just have supernatural abilities to pick up on energies. I've never read tea leaves before in my life. Feels bad, man.
After a long moment, Sybil takes the cup back from you. I hope that settled your curiosity. Don't worry if you couldn't make sense of it. It takes years to learn this sort of thing, even for someone with your proximities. Hey, yeah, just because you've got abilities doesn't mean you just naturally know how to read tea leaves. You still gotta study them. Still gotta train the eye. She winks what is this? Conspiratoriously? Something like that. Okay, so now we have, so there's a cat. Cat in place. I like that you could actually say cat. Like, it's Pixel or Frou-Frou. But no, if I were going to guess, let's see. Tabitha, Wayne, Stella, Kanika, Oscar, Reese, Avery, Dr. Kelly, Pastor Daniel. But I would say this. I was like, how do I know you're not the cat? But truthfully, the cat could be Pastor Daniel, but I think it would be more obvious than that. I think Pastor Daniel is like too like far out. Like he's too like out of sight, out of mind. A cat would be more, if she's saying the cat is in plain sight and is a problem, it'd be something that we would interact with frequently. So, yeah, I'll say this. That's ridiculous. The game's like, no, it can't be Sybil. And I'm over here like, it's Sybil. I love it. That's ridiculous. Sybil is helping you. And if she was the cat, why would she warn you about herself? Pick someone else. All right, fine. Well, she might be dismissive. She might be dismissive and wanting me to look at somebody else instead of her. Whatever. Oh, mystical. That isn't you, though, is it? Ignore it and speak your mind. Oh, I can still say it! Hey! I can still say it because I'm mystical! Ah, let's go! Because other people would be like, Sybil's not the cat because Sybil's helping me. But us, a mystical, is like, I don't know, I question it. How do I know you're not the cat? I suppose you don't. Though, I think the cat wouldn't exactly warn you about itself. Still, you can't rule anyone out, even the old woman with a tea obsession. You don't have to figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on guard and keep vigilant that somebody close to you isn't to be trusted. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way, and it's likely that it's connecting to some hidden enemy. Perhaps we can try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, those stones, carvings, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Alright, fine. Maybe Sybil wants to try to help us. Maybe she just doesn't like Tabitha. I'm semi-accepting of you, Sybil. I just don't like that you withhold information. You're being more forthcoming right now, and I appreciate that, but I just didn't like that you held so much information up until now. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems like your best course of action is to seek those carvings out, piece together what you can from your visions, and arm yourself with information. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Your thoughts drift to that door yesterday, the one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic. Even just remembering it is enough to tug you, compelling you to return, and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. Hey! Yep, it's gonna be clinic time. Ooh. Yep, street smarts. You didn't get all of this from the tea leaves. Yeah, we're still bold. You didn't get all of this from the tea leaves. Of course she didn't. She's smart. She knows how to deduce things from the leaves.
Of course not. Tea leaves are merely a guide. Sometimes they can help confirm suspicions or fill in where my intuition falls short. My family has lived in these hills a long time, as has yours. I know the Scarlets have secrets. I know Vivian was scared for you, but your place in all of this is something we have to figure out together. And that's where little tricks like tea leaves comes in handy. But we shouldn't digress. Do you know where you might find the next stone?
I like that there is an option to remain silent.
I mean, she already knows so much, though. I mean, there's no reason not to tell her that I felt another one in the clinic. I don't know why she, because, oh boy. Like, everyone already knows so much. Because, like, if somebody is a problem, and it's not Sybil, everybody already knows what's the problem is. And so, like, this is all around not good. This is all bad, no matter how you look at it. And if you've come this far, Sybil, I'll give you a chance. Like, I'm giving you a chance. You're trying to help me. I'll attempt to help you help me. But this just all around speaks to just not great. But we'll try to mend this. We'll try to warm up to Sybil. We'll try to warm up to, forming this relationship. If it should, be a good one in the end. I think I found another in the clinic. That's good. If you can find your way inside and uncover another stone, that could give you a leg up on your adversary. You'll just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. Something tells me she won't take too kindly to you sniffing around her clinic. If I recall correctly, there's a hill that'll take you nearly all the way to the second story, and she never locks any of the doors up there.
Why does she know so much information? Why? And why do you withhold things until, like, the last possible second?
Just in case that's helpful information. God damn it. I think that's all the help I can offer. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it just brought up more questions than giving any clear answers.
Oh, I don't want Sybil to come with me. I like that that's an option. You helped last night. Why don't come with me? I like that that's an option, but I don't think my character would want Sybil to come with me. Like, I think I'm still would be suspicious of Sybil. And so even though, like, she is helping us, she's starting to try to, like, my character's, like, gauging it a little bit differently, but we're still cautious of Sybil. So I don't think we would ask her to come along with us. All you did was look please tell me to, thanks, yeah. We're gonna still be nice. I'm not gonna just leave the tea room and not say, and just, like, get up and not say anything. I think we would still be nice about it. Currently walking the dog. We'll be back when I'm home. Hey, well, no worries, hamster. Oh, but hamster actually might be offline by the time that you get back, because we're actually about to end stream here in a second. But thank you for popping your head in. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Because I can't, as much as I want to finish like we did yesterday and have like another like 6-hour stream and finish all of episode 4, we're gonna have to break this one up because I have to end stream soon so that way I can eat food and have time to work on my homework and have time for some free time for myself as well. Because I want to finish this, but I'm like, I do have homework to do. I do have a lot of homework that I have to do, unfortunately. Thanks. I'll let you know if I find anything. Because, I mean, we're trying to, if Sybil is indeed, like, friendly to us and just has, like, slight beef with our family and, like, has slight beef with Tabitha and Pearl Ann, that might be the weirdness that I'm feeling from Sybil. So, and Sybil's trying to help, as far as I know, so we're gonna be a little bit forthcoming, but we're also gonna be cautious of Sybil. We're gonna be, like, a little bit forthcoming, but aware that she could wanna, undermine us in some way. Glad to hear it. I hope all goes well, and I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Because Sybil would want to, like, protect Kanika and Miles more than anything else. So I can't, like, fault her for that. Like, I can't, like I said, like, I can see where she's coming from. Like, I can see why she would be cautious of me, so I'm gonna be cautious of Sybil, because I know at the end of the day, she's gonna put Kanika and Miles first, even if that means throwing me and Tabitha under the bus. So, we just want to be aware. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. Yeah, but who else would it be? Shit! Sybil closes the door to the tea room, the bells of its door strangely flat in the stale air of this nearly empty general store. Hi, Miles. I do want to talk to Miles. Is your mom a witch? I think we know the answer to that. Go surreal. Just thought you should know. Just to mess with Miles a little bit. Go surreal. Just thought you should know. Yeah, I know. I've seen tons of videos of ghosts doing stuff on the internet. I'm not 12. He's like, of course ghosts are real. Like, leave me alone. I love it. So, Kanika has a cold, huh? Pfft, that's what she says. She's just trying to get out of work again. Like I didn't have anything better to do all week while she sits in her room watching anime. Says the guy in Goku pants. That's true. Good for you. It's probably good for her to have a week off. Not if it means I've got to fill in for her during my fall break. I'm supposed to be enjoying my youth. She already had her childhood. Now she has to work till she dies, just like the rest of you old people. She can't be taking all these breaks. You seen any weird rocks around town? Yeah. You. He smirks. Clearly, this is a very sick burn, and you should feel bested by his wit. I like Miles. All right, but we'll go check in on Kanika, and then we'll leave. You're not going anywhere before checking in on Kanika. You make your way upstairs, because we need to make sure, just to tell Kanika, hey, everything's okay. I'm gonna leave briefly, but you should stay here and keep getting some rest, and I'll let you know if we find Stella. You knock on Kanika's door. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm going to lie down for a while. I'm not your mom? Oh, Daz, what's up? I'm going to the clinic. You don't listen. No, I mean, you should rest. That's it. No, I just wanted to, yeah, can I just, yeah. Can I come in? Sorry, Daz. My mom was right. I'm exhausted. I probably shouldn't push it or I'll wind up worse off tomorrow. It looks like you're on your own. All right, that's fair. I just wanted to make sure she was okay. Good. She should be resting. I do want her to rest. I don't want her to come with us. She needs to rest, so that's good. You make your way out of the general store and down the road to the clinic. You make your way up the familiar hill, past the rows of ragged houses that make up Scarlet Hollow's residential area. It isn't long before you find yourself outside of Dr. Kelly's clinic, its secrets enticing you to find a way in. And we're gonna be alone when this happens, because Kanika is sick, Stella is MIA, and Avery went back to work. Avery had to pick up their shift at the diner, so we have and Tabitha is at work, so we have nobody with us. Which actually might be good that nobody is with us right now, because if it is true that there is there's a cat hiding in plain sight that's trying to oh, son of a bitch. Oh, you suck. Does it pick up on here? Is my face covering it up? I don't know if you guys see this right here. It's really tiny, but there is Wayne hanging out, just chilling. Wayne is just kind of hanging out over here on the sideline, and I don't like that. I am alone right now, And if Wayne decides to show up randomly, that's not good. That's not good for me. That's not gonna end well. But like I said, if there's a cat hiding in plain sight, aka Wayne, or somebody else, it's probably better that we are by ourselves, because then we can like obtain information that only we know, so it can kind of like help us like have leverage in case somebody does start acting weird or does something bad. But and also too, we get to go see Reese. We're gonna go ahead and save though, and we're gonna have to pick up on this on Thursday. This is gonna have to be picked up on Thursday because we're gonna have to end stream for the day. Oh, because yeah, we'll wait